Mansfield Cable Access presents Mansfield High School Basketball. Hello, everybody. I'm Mark Farinola with Tom Feria and Maureen O'Neill on the camera, and we are, as they say, high above courtside here at the TD Garden in Boston for the MIAA North-South Sectional semifinal here, the state tournament of Division I. Mansfield comes in here for wearing their green uniforms for the first time this year because they're not the highest seeded team. That honor goes to Lynn English, the team that Mansfield played early in the season and will have to face today. Tommy, it's going to be a challenge for our Hornets.
Yeah, it's a tough little rematch, Mark, but I know one thing, it's great to be here. Calling this action from high above courtside.
Yes, Johnny Most would be proud of us.
Yeah. Lynn English beat us in overtime. Second game of the season, 79-71. High-scoring team. I think they've scored at least 100 points 5 or 6 times. Quite a team. They like to push the ball. They like to play full-court basketball. The Hornets, I think, are more than ready for this challenge.
The thing is, they are tall. They are very tall. You have a 6'9" senior center who goes by a various number of names. He's either Mukiba Jean-Baptiste or Jean-Baptiste Mukiba. One way or another, we're going to call him JB for most of the game. He put in 22 against Cambridge, 19 against Beverly. The guy can score when he gets the ball. The other big for Lynn English is a 6'7" junior forward, Ademide Badmus, and he had 29 points in the first meeting of the Hornets and Lynn English in Lynn. So they can score, but the thing is, can their guards cope with the kind of defense that Mansfield's guards could play? If you can interrupt the flow of the ball to the bigs, I would think the Hornets have a good chance to cut things down to size a little bit.
Yeah, and of course the key is covering those two. You got to keep Sam Stevens and TJ Guy out of foul trouble. That is a huge key to this game.
The Hornets have one advantage also. They play on the same size court as the Boston Celtics, 94 feet. Lynn English's home court is 84 feet. The Hornets are used to this kind of tournament pressure. It's only 2 years ago that they defeated Everett here in the South-North game, and then they went on to defeat Franklin in the state championship game held that year in Springfield. They have defeated Central Catholic here in 2013. They also played here against St. John's Prep in 2011, lost 64-55. But they have had experience in big games, and we know that. And, of course, Lynn English is the defending state Division I champion.
These two teams represent the last two state championship teams in Massachusetts.
And
so something's got to give.
We'll give you the starting lineups right now. Of course, for Mansfield, they're very familiar names. Number 2, Matty Bowen. Number 4, TJ Guy. Number 22, Andrew Rooney. Number 31, Chris Hill. And number 33, Sam Stevens. For Lynn English, the starters will be number 2, Jarnell Guzman in the backcourt. Number 10, Jack Rodriguez is another solid guard. Number 11, Ademide Badmus. Number 13, a guard forward type, Mason Jean-Baptiste. And, of course, number 35, JB. And that's how we're going to call him. Kind of like Q over at Attleboro. It was much easier to say Qualeen Charles, though. So we are here awaiting the championship of the East. It's mythical. It doesn't really exist. But a lot of teams that win this game have that feeling that winning the North-South kind of gives you that extra edge going into the next round of games. And now the only thing that we have to worry about, it's been talked about, and there are conflicting reports that I've heard about whether there will be a championship game. Obviously, with the coronavirus scare that's going on right now, certainly not something to be taken lightly. I know Governor Charlie Baker is supposed to discuss this in a press conference that will have taken place after you see this. So hopefully we'll have good news to report on that at some point. But in the meantime, we'll be back for the opening tip in just a minute. And welcome back to the TD Garden in Boston, Massachusetts for the MIAA state semifinal of Division I boys, Mansfield versus Lynn English. Mansfield comes in at 23-3 in total. Lynn English, the Bulldogs, are 23-2. Their only 2 losses came to teams from out of state. Over the Christmas holiday, they went to South Dakota. They lost to Yankton, South Dakota, 78-50, and then beat a team from Harrisburg. Their only other loss came on January 11th. It was at East Catholic High School in Manchester, Connecticut. That was 58-43. This team has gone over 100 points in 5 games. In 13 games, they've scored 90 or more. Tommy, that's an awful lot of scoring.
That's incredible. There's no need of the shot clock when they play. That's a lot of possessions to get that many points in a high school basketball game.
All right, the Hornets are wearing their green uniforms, white letters, white numbers, green, white, and black trim. And Lynn English will have the ball. They are
a little trap, quick.
Gray, I guess. TJ Guy goes to the floor for the ball.
Wow, the Hornets come out in a 2-3 and trap the point guard. First possession.
Rodriguez into JB. He gets the basket.
Lynn English extending a little bit full court man-to-man.
And as I said, Lynn English in kind of gray uniforms. Looks like black numbers. They have English in white in the front of the shirts. We are a long way away from the action here, folks, so I hope these 66-year-old eyes don't fail me. TJ Guy goes into the basket and is not. It goes to Lynn English on the rebound, and here they come. There's Guzman. Jarnell Guzman gets the ball off to JB. He's going to challenge Sam Stevens underneath. It falls off the rim, and Chris Hill has the ball, and will give it off to Matty Bowen.
There's a break for the Hornets early. Want to enter that hoop right now.
One thing, TJ Guy will go straight in and get it. One thing I was going to tell you was that there are obviously 2 sets of lines here on the floor tonight. One is the NBA three-point basket. The other one is the high school basket height three-point line, which is at 19 feet, 9 inches. Almost thought that was a walk there. And that was Badmus, I believe.
Yeah, Adimade Badmus. Hornets were having TJ Guy bring the ball up. Hill for 3.
Hill will take a three-pointer and gets it from TJ Guy.
Chris Hill. No hesitation by the freshman.
Absolutely not. But we've seen that from several members of the Hill family too, so not a surprise to me that he might feel at home in this court. The famed parquet, although obviously not the one that was played on during Larry Bird's era. The shot by Guzman is no good, and the rebound is by Stevens.
Great box out, Sam Stevens.
Bowen, quick pass up to Hill. Hill's going to make the spin move, and we had to throw that one up or lose his footing.
I thought he got fouled.
Another spin move.
Sam with the foul.
By Rodriguez, and it gets a foul. Sam Stevens will have the first foul of the contest for the Hornets, and the first foul of anybody in this game. Jack Rodriguez goes to the line for Lynn English, which is trailing 5-4. Gets the first.
Make sure you box out here. They're keeping their 2 bigs back deep on the foul shots.
This is the second, and Stevens comes away with it. So this game is tied at 5:51 left to go in the first quarter. TJ Guy has it over on the right side. Now they're going to swing it around.
There's the pick.
Inside to TJ.
Oh, he missed it.
Reverse layup is no good. Here comes Lynn English. Underneath. JB with the basket. Jean-Baptiste Mukiba or Mukiba Jean-Baptiste, whichever you care about. He got a basket, and he is a very tall man, 6'9".
Hill again.
Outside shot for Hill. Another three-pointer.
Somewhere here.
Chris Hill from TJ Guy, and he has 6 points.
Somewhere here, Kathy Hill is smiling on that. The freshman should lead them.
JB has the ball, will take the foul line jumper and hits it. And he's got some skills.
Quick 6 for JB Mukiba.
TJ Guy gives it off to Hill. Stevens cuts, takes the quick pop. No good. Rebounded.
Mason Jean-Baptiste on that rebound. And take.
Rebound is fought for again. Now Guzman comes up with it, gets the basket.
3-point lead for the Bulldogs.
TJ Guy doing a lot of guard work here today. Rooney has the ball fall off his leg. It's loose. This will be a ball for whoever gets it, and Lynn English comes away with it. Dumped out to Guzman.
Boy, that's a long
No
three.
good on the three. Shot from behind the NBA line. Rooney with the rebound and gets it up quickly to Stevens. Underneath.
That's a foul.
And a foul will be called on JB. They try to get it into TJ Guy very quickly. First substitutions of the game. Sincere Gill, number 11, comes in for the Hornets. And Brendan Foley, number 3, comes in. And he has the ball. And Gill touches it. And now it's still on the perimeter, and there'll be a whistle here. And I believe that is on...
I think Mason Jean-Baptiste.
I think you're right. I think number 13 is the foul.
I think it was, Mark.
Well,
I thought I saw 13. It's really hard to tell here.
Unfortunately, we don't have fouls that are posted here. This is what happens. You play in a pro arena, and they sell every inch of advertising that they can. All right, Stevens makes the cut in. He's going to put the ball up. What a nice job of keeping that ball out of the reach of the defender. Sam Stevens with the 2.
Foley with the foul and a good hoop. That's Guzman, Mark, made that shot.
Guzman will go to the line to complete a 3-point play. Brendan Foley, his first foul. Second on the Hornets.
Brendan with a nice contest there. Just got a little piece of arm. We also have the benefit of replay here, folks.
And he does not get that one. And the rebound is TJ Guys, and he will bring it up. Lynn English leads 13-10. 3:28 left to go in the opening quarter. Hornets working at the perimeter. Try to get it inside to Bowen, but it's stolen away. And a drive and a foul on Foley.
That's Brendan's second. He tried to draw the charge, and
I don't think he quite got there fast enough for it.
No.
So Guzman will go back to the line again. This time for 2 shots.
Chris Hill's going to have to check back into this game. Foley's got a quick 2 fouls.
Guzman misses the first.
Boy,
5'10" senior guard. He threw in 28 against Lynn Classical in an annual clash that they have over there. So he can score.
Four-point lead.
Lynn English 14-10. 3:10 left to go. Gill gets it off to Hill. TJ Guy's going to go baseline, gets it back out to
He got fouled.
Gill, and he gets the 3. TJ Guy got the pass to Sincere Gill, and that was a good basket. A really good one.
I thought there was a lot of contact late.
And it looked like there was. And then an alley-oop, and it does not go, but JB gets his own rebound, misses the second time. And Lynn English controls. Guzman will take the pull-up jumper, and he gets it. Guzman now has 7 points. 16-13, Lynn English. 2:31 left to go. And
they called
a travel on TJ Guy as he went to the floor. And Andrew Rooney comes back in the ball game for TJ Guy. Give him a couple of seconds.
You realize why they're having TJ Guy handle that ball, Mark. They're hoping he pulls one of the bigs away from the basket.
Out to him, exactly.
Yeah. Guzman again.
Guzman from the 3-point circle of the pros.
Ooh.
No good, but the rebound is kept by Rodriguez.
Can't get beat to those loose balls.
Mason Jean-Baptiste tries to go to Badmus, and then outside again, no good by Rodriguez, and Sincere Gill will bring the ball up. Gill makes the quick move to the basket and scores.
Sincere Gill with a great take. That's Hornet steal. Stevens.
Gill has 5 points in the contest. The Hornets are down by 1, 16-15. Underneath, stolen away by Guzman. And here comes Lynn English. 1:38 left to go. And the ball will be out of bounds. They're claiming it was off of a Hornet. I think I was kind of fooled by the distance here. I thought it might have grazed Badmus in the process, but it did not. So Guzman will have it out on the baseline, gets it into Badmus immediately, backs into the lane and gets the basket.
Not a lot you can do against that.
Nope.
Jack Colby in the game now for the Hornets as well.
Bowen tries to go in. He would be called for a walk again. Now, wait a minute. Another official thought it was going to be a conflict between the officials, and they go with the outside guy's call. Calls it a walk.
Not a popular call for these Hornet fans.
18-15, Lynn English leads the Bulldogs up with 1:09 left to go in the opening quarter. Almost a steal by Bowen, but Guzman puts it home.
Guzman's the difference in this game so far.
He has 9 points.
Yeah.
Rooney gets it inside to Stevens. It falls off the rim. And Badmus has the rebound, and here comes Rodriguez. Gets it over to Viscano. And there's going to be a offensive foul on Viscano.
Boy, that was a great call.
Aaron Viscano with the offensive foul on that play.
That's a big call, down 5 early. 39 seconds left in the first quarter.
More substitutions coming in.
Lynn English is extending that defense a little now. Guzman on Sincere Gill.
And Lynn English is only going with one big at a time right now, it looks like it.
Trying to get through the rest of the quarter here.
All right, TJ Guy almost walked with that. Stevens underneath to Sincere Gill for the basket.
Great cut to the hole by Sincere Gill.
He has 7 points in this game. That's an X factor.
He sure is, Mark. That's extra. When we didn't even think he would be back this season. This is a good matchup for Sincere.
Rodriguez is going to they try to spin move, manages to hold on to the ball and gets it underneath the JB, and he scores rather easily. And he has 8 points at the end of the first quarter. The Mansfield Hornets trail Lynn English 22-17. I don't feel badly about it, Tommy. They're playing pretty well. Just need to get a few things down here, and they're going to find an answer for that quick pass inside.
Yeah, they're doing a great job. The bigs for Lynn English posting up down low. That's a tough matchup for Sam Stevens and TJ. Each of those bigs for Lynn English are at least 3 or 4 inches taller, and they get the ball down in the low box like that. You're just hoping for a miss. They're just too big and too close to the hoop. I like the way the Hornets are playing so far, though.
I do too. I actually think that first of all, obviously the memories of the first game have been hashed over in the last few days, I'm sure. I unfortunately did not see that one. I've read a few accounts on it. The Hornets did get down late, but Matty Bowen did make a huge impact on the second half. And that's one thing we got to watch right now, because so far, nothing from Matty Bowen here. But they're trying to go away from him anyway, just so that they don't pay too much attention immediately to him, because they know what he can do. Maybe if there's somebody else shows that they can do something, all of a sudden that will leave Matty open later in the game.
Yeah, I'm going to watch a little more in this second quarter, see if they're running a second defender at him. He doesn't seem to be handling the ball as much.
Only 2 teams took Lynn English to overtime this year. One, of course, was the Hornets. The other one was Lowell in the North Sectional Championship game. That game finished Lynn English 73-63. Rooney gives it off to Guy. Guy at the foul line. Dishes it to Sincere Gill. Tries to make the quick move in. And looks like JB stepped out of bounds after the steal, I would think.
Boy, Sincere is getting to the rim.
He is.
His quickness is getting him to the rim. What a huge extra dimension that's going to add to the Hornets' offense.
Rooney will inbound.
Move.
Gets it to Gill. Gill tries to go quickly to the cutting. And Matty Bowen, completely off balance, puts that one in. Oh, another great basket by Matty Bowen.
Great steal.
And a steal by Matty Bowen.
See if he can draw a foul here, Matt.
All right. Guy outside the NBA 3 line.
Mark, that is a huge point that you made about that 3-point line. There's a lot of shots from behind that.
And teams set up in the wrong place from what they're used to setting up. I mean, they set their perimeter up. Here we go. And that's a Stevens shot. That's going to bounce off the rim. Lynn English with the rebound. I think that they're, in a way, it's helping the defense a little bit because the offense is being started farther away from the basket.
Yeah.
But that happens to both teams.
But it does help the offense with spacing, too.
Yes.
So you gives and takes.
Guzman's going to take the line. He takes the little runner, and then the rebound by that is Mukiba, and his first basket of the second quarter. He has 10 points in the game. All right, Stevens looking for an inroad. He's going to try to make the dive.
And one.
He will get fouled on the way in, though. And I believe that foul is on, I can't see the fingers.
I missed. Mukiba.
That is on JB, and that's his second. All right. A little bit of help for the Hornets, perhaps.
Yes. If he stays in the game, we want to go right at him, but they've got a sub in for him.
Sam Stevens at the line. Misses the first. Now, do we have to say that he's the worst foul shooter on the team? Which he is not. Folks, we are not saying that, but we just, after the Attleboro game where he missed those 3 in a row, we have tried the reverse psychology part, and he's been fabulous ever since. So I don't want to make it sound like I'm saying anything bad about him. But he did not get the second one, so Hornets do not get any points out of that.
Down 5. Let's keep
Rodriguez to Jean-Baptiste, a kick by TJ Guy, and Lynn English will take it out on the, and they call a timeout. Somebody's called a timeout. I don't know who.
I think I heard Lynn English.
All right, Lynn English takes a timeout with 6:19 left to go in the first half. They lead 24-19 over the Mansfield Hornets. The Hornets have had a few opportunities and just not get the shots to fall.
Yeah.
I like the way that they're penetrating. And like I said, we have not seen Matty Bowen really outside of that incredible shot, that drive he made and an off-balance flip up to the basket. We really haven't seen enough of his contributions yet, but there's plenty of time for that to kick in.
It's a long game. And, in fairness, Lynn English has missed some close shots as well.
Yeah.
But those two bigs are just a handful. And
do me a favor, Tom, too. Help me out a little bit. See if you see anything that they might be doing to Matty. Obviously, he hit 32 in the first game, and it was because of him that they went to overtime in that game. I would, if I'm Antonio Anderson, the coach of the Bulldogs, I would definitely be thinking that there's got to be something you do to slow him up a little bit.
Yeah, no question. The Hornets have been scouted by Anderson.
This is Anderson's second year as head coach. He's 47-5. He played in the NCAA Final Four with the University of Memphis in 2009.
Calipari? Was that Calipari?
I'm not sure.
I think that was.
They got to the Final Four. All right, Guzman will look to see if he can set something up. He likes to take that drive, though. Flips up the wild shot.
Gotta give you that shot.
TJ Guy comes down with it and will bring the ball up.
Okay, it's Jack Rodriguez covering Matty Bowen. And he's playing some in-your-face defense.
He's definitely sticking to him.
Yeah.
Chris Hill gets it over to Rooney. Quick pass inside, missed Hill. And that now comes to Viscano. Gives it off to Rodriguez, and he'll make the drive in and score.
Okay, 7-point lead. Yeah.
All right, TJ Guy gives it off again. Now they're at the perimeter, and they're at that farther back perimeter. TJ Guy will take a couple steps in, will do the leaner, does not get it. And the Hornets don't have anybody in place to rebound, so
nope.
Here comes Lynn English again. Mason Jean-Baptiste got it off inside. Now it goes back out to Rodriguez, to Viscano. Viscano's going to make the drive in. He will be fouled, I think, by TJ Guy. It is on TJ.
TJ's first.
Only 4 team fouls on the Hornets so far.
Viscano
dips and shoots, gets it. And his second attempt is up and good. Lynn English leads 28-19. They've expanded the lead a little bit, and now the Hornets have got to cut it back. And they are attacking the first passes.
Get out of that trap spot.
All right, Stevens to TJ Guy in the corner. He's in the elbow more. He's going to get it out of there. Take a couple steps in, gets the nice little pick, but can't get the basket in. Viscano comes away with the rebound, and here comes Guzman. Guzman's going to make the drive, but no, he dishes it off, and what a nice dish that was. And that was to Badmus. So
lead is
Badmus,
11.
Badmus now has 6 points in the contest. Hornets down 11, as Tom said.
They are denying Bowen the ball is what's happening.
They overcommit sometimes, and the Hornets just can't get that shot. Stevens had an open look almost.
That's an offensive foul.
And it will be. And that is on Mason Jean-Baptiste, and that's his second. 4:09 left to go in the first half.
Okay, the Hornets have to free up Matty Bowen a little. They need some off-ball screens to free him up to get the ball. He's being played denied defense. There's a new man on him. It's Viscano.
Hornets are down 11.
There's the pick. There's the screen to free up Matty. They got the switch.
Bowen gives it off. Rooney looks, tries to bring it in, takes it back out to Gill now. In the corner to TJ Guy. Will get it cross court. And then back in again. They're really passing, trying to get these guys to move out of the way. And Sincere Gill does the job. He gets the three-point basket.
He's got 10.
Boy, I never would have expected to see that in this game. Shot's no good.
Give it to him.
TJ Guy will bring the ball up. Thinks about giving it. Now Gill does have it. Stevens will take the quick three. No good. The rebound is by Badmus. Up to Rodriguez. Rodriguez will take the runner. No good. Falls off the rim. TJ Guy with a rebound. And TJ again will bring the ball up. That seems to be his job today. Goes coast to coast with it. And I like that.
The lead is down to 6, 30-24.
Hornets are showing some life here. All right, Guzman, way out. A lot of room on a 94-foot court. He's going to dish it off to Viscano. Viscano's going to try to make the penetration. Now he dishes. Rodriguez has it outside the three-point circle. He's going to come in. Off the basket, no good. Rooney with the rebound. Up to Gill. TJ Guy with the three-point attempt. No good. And the rebound is by Lynn English's Guzman. Guzman is hit on the way in.
TJ.
He kind of sold that a little bit.
Yeah.
TJ was there, and Guzman made the contact look maybe a little worse than it was. That'll be TJ's second foul.
Do you have TJ for 4 or 6 points?
I have him for 4.
Okay, I did put it down. Okay. Inbounds play under their own basket for the Bulldogs.
30-24, Lynn English up. 2:24 left to go in the first half. The shot by Guzman is no good. Rebound by Sam Stevens. Sincere Gill will bring it across the Leprechaun. Jack Colby off to Rooney. Hornets again working the perimeter, trying to get that good look. Matty Bowen from deep, no good. And I think he, again, had those lines crossed up a little bit.
Yeah, it was a little deep.
The rebound was by Badmus, and here comes Guzman. Guzman barking commands.
Look at this post up down the low block.
Badmus, he's just going to take the ball in.
Bowen
Has it smacked away by Bowen. It will be Lynn English ball, but Well, Guzman just doesn't mess around. He just wants to go to the basket, and he watch his footwork.
Yeah.
I hope the officials will watch his footwork, too, because a lot of steps involved there.
There's the post up.
And he's backing him
That's
off.
an
And that's going to
offensive
be knocking him
foul.
down. That's what he did. And he's not happy about it, but that's what he did.
If you're going to
Bad
post, you got that's one of the only defensive plays the Hornets can make when he gets the ball down there. Try to draw the charge.
1:43 left to go in the first half. Lynn English leads 30-24 over the Mansfield Hornets. Sincere Gill will bring the ball across the center stripe. Being covered fairly closely by Kanye, and I'll get his name out in a second. I know I wrote it down. But meantime, TJ Guy drives in, rebound by Badmus. That was Wavezwa.
Wow.
And the shot by number 4, Louis Rivera.
That's a little unexpected offense.
33-24. Lynn English. 1:05 left to go. Hornets. Stevens with the pop, no good. Badmus with the rebound, thought he got fouled.
Can't get a foul there, TJ. Okay,
Guzman,
push.
no good. And here come the Hornets. Bowen is going to go right straight to the basket, but he tried the behind the back type of shot. Tipped ahead now. Rodriguez is going to go off the glass and score. So
TJ
Lynn English is going to go out with a nice little run here.
TJ picked up his third foul.
And that's not good either.
He got caught in between. He didn't know whether to contest the shot or draw the charge, and he never got his body spun around there. Got to come in with Chris Hill. The lead is 11.
They got it back up to where it was. And now it's 12.
That was.
I'm sorry. Yes, it is. 36-24 with 37.9 seconds left.
Little 6-0 run there.
Yeah,
for the Bulldogs. That hurts.
Things were looking good for the Hornets for a while. They looked like they were starting to get some momentum, but a couple of quick baskets by the Bulldogs, and all of a sudden they're back in trouble. Sincere Gill will go straight to the basket, lays it in. Nice job. He is not afraid to drive, I'll tell you.
No, if that's an option in the second half, maybe they can't stay in front of him. So far they haven't proved they could.
The last 13 seconds, Rodriguez has the ball. He's going to go to the basket. Euro step basket is good.
Lead is back to 12. Sincere.
No, off the rim. And at the end of one half of play here at the TD Garden, Lynn English Bulldogs 38, Mansfield Hornets 26. Tom, I've seen worse.
Yeah,
I think they still have a shot, but
there's no question.
When they penetrate, they have to score, Tom.
Yeah, they're getting some pretty good looks. The ball's not going down. They got some unexpected offense from Sincere Gill with 12 points.
Very, very nice contribution here. But now you need to have a couple of the other guys come to bear here, and I would say it's Stevens who's having a little trouble with a shot.
Yeah, Sam's only got 2. Matty Bowen with 2. TJ Guy with 4.
Yep.
Well, that's all you really need to know right there.
But if it's being picked up someplace else, that's good. But the problem is the guards for Lynn English are not afraid to penetrate either, and they've scored quite a few baskets here.
Oh, yeah. This game is this game's got to change in the second half.
All right, so we will be back with the second half shortly. The score once again as we go into halftime is Lynn English 38, Mansfield 26. We shall return. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the TD Garden in Boston, Massachusetts for the MIAA Division I State Semifinal boys basketball game between Mansfield and Lynn English. I am Mark Farinella. I'm bringing you the play-by-play tonight. I'm with Tom Ferry, as always, and Maureen O'Neill is on the camera. And as I said earlier, we are high above courtside here at the TD Garden. The scoring for the first half, which Mansfield trails 38-26, and we'll go through it really quickly. Matty Bowen has just 2 points for the Hornets, and it was a beautiful layup. I remember it well. TJ Guy has 4. Sincere Gill is the story for the Hornets. He has 12 points. and he is not afraid at all to penetrate in this game. Chris Hill has 2 3-pointers in the first quarter for 6 points. Sam Stevens has 1 basket for 2 points. For Lynn English, Jarnell Guzman has, 9 points. I'm sorry, I didn't even total these up. Tommy, you totaled these up, didn't you?
9.
Why don't you go through them for me?
Louis Rivera had 3. Jack Rodriguez had 8. Adimade Badmus had 6. Aaron Vizcayano had 2. And J.B. Mukiba had 10.
Thank
for
you,
a total
Tom.
of 38.
Thank you, Tom. And I got to tell you, folks, where we are sitting, we're in in one of the luxury boxes, I guess you might call it, where the lights don't work. There's lights behind us, but we can't see anything that we're writing down. So it's all a labor of love tonight. Tom, right now we are very, very thrilled to see Sincere Gill scoring, but we need to see a little bit more out of the guys with the big averages.
Yep.
Sam Stevens, 18.1 a game. Matty Bowen, 15.0 a game. TJ Guy, 13.3. And they do not have very many points in this contest at all. As we said, Guy has 2. Stevens has 2. And, Guy has 4, and Bowen has 2.
Yeah.
So that's the big issue right now is those guys have to start scoring somehow.
I hate to put it on those, 3 top scorers. No, they're playing a great team.
Yep.
And a different background. All those things contribute to the shots not falling.
But you know what? I don't
But
think
there's a long way to go. There's a whole nother half.
I don't think it's an insurmountable thing because there are things in Lynn English's game which make them vulnerable, I think. I think their guards are overly aggressive at going to the basket and not really taking a lot of care about how they shoot. I think the bigs have really not been an overwhelming factor. I thought JB had a really good first quarter, but I don't see them really being right now. There's something that's not meshing between those two, which is what the Hornets would like to have, not being the guards being able to get the ball to the bigs. We'll see if there are any adjustments that have come to bear here.
And Mukiba's got 2 fouls, too, so
indeed.
that could be a factor going forward. But this first few minutes are really large for the Hornets.
Absolutely.
They can't let them extend this lead.
Lynn English going right to left from where our standpoint is. A spin move, no good.
Whoa.
That was by JB, but Badmus gets the rebound. They have the 2 bigs in right now. Rodriguez will bring the ball, gets by TJ Guy and lays it in, and there's a foul. Of the guards, I have been most impressed by Rodriguez. He seems to be the one who wants to play within himself.
Foul.
I didn't get who the foul was on.
I want to say Rooney.
Foul shot misses. Rooney comes away with the rebound. So we'll put that one down for further notice. Rooney drives almost to the basket, then dishes it back out to Gill. Gill now gives it off to Stevens, who gets it to Guy, who goes straight in against one of the bigs and scores. Nice job by Guy. He took a little bit of the Sincere Gill method there. Just go right to the basket. Badmus has to dish it back out to Jean-Baptiste, no good, and TJ Guy has the rebound.
Okay, the lead is back to 12. Hornet possession.
40-28, 6:52 left to go in the third quarter. Stevens trying to shed his man. He's going to go right to the basket and scores.
Nice take to the hole, Sam Stevens.
And a timeout is called.
Anderson is
not happy. No, he isn't.
He's still got a 10-point lead. But already the Hornets' offense looks much better. There's a lot more movement.
Well, they're also attacking now.
Yeah.
I think in the first half they were a little kind of worried about doing the misdirection play a little bit, try to get people pulled away. And the only kid who was attacking was Sincere Gill. Now the other guys seem to have that in their mind that this is something they can do against this team. And let's hope they can, because they got the lead back down to 10 points. It's 50-30.
40-30.
I'm sorry, 40-30. Thank you for that.
And this has
been
the Hornets.
Never good up here.
This has been the Hornets' MO all year, Mark, to start a little slow, to feel them out. Let's see. Let's see where that takes us.
All right. 6:41 left to go. in the third quarter of play, Lynn English will take the ball out and go the length of the court.
And the Hornets have to up their defense, too. You need stops. You need to set a defensive tone for the second half. Oh, boy. There's trouble.
Jean-Baptiste dishes it off underneath to the other guy named Jean-Baptiste.
They got the switch with Matty Bowen on him in the low post, and that's curtains, really.
That's 12 points for Makiba.
Little weave. Oh, they get the
ball slips out of TJ's hands, and it will go up to Guzman, and he does score it.
Lead is
kind of dilly-dallied getting there a little bit. Almost had the chance to get the Hornets back for that one, but all right, Rooney again makes the penetration, gets it back out to Gill. Gill with the fake. Takes it back out further now. Set up the offense.
Let's run something here. Come on now. Get some weave
12
action.
seconds on the shot clock here. 8, 7. Gill's going to make the drive to the basket, and he is fouled.
I think Guzman got him. It is Guzman.
All right. And that is Guzman's first. Nobody really in foul trouble when you get down to it for them. There's a couple of players with 2, but
TJ Guy with 3 is the biggest factor right now.
Yes, it is.
Sincere with a nice strong take to the basket.
And he gets the first free throw. Gives him 13 points. Has a chance to make it 14, and he does. What a game by Sincere Gill. And he's back next year, right?
Yes, and Mike takes advantage of him at the line by getting a stoppage. Watch for the trap right now. Look at this. When he crosses, watch for a two-man trap. No, he kept it back. Okay. There it is. There it is. Caused the timeout.
Yes, it did. And again, Antonio Anderson is not pleased.
I've seen Mike do that a lot. You know, he gets the substitution after the foul shot. So he gives the chance to set up the defense. And they do a great job of attacking it at the right time. You can't just do it haphazardly. You've got to do it at the right time. Take advantage of the sideline and use the sideline as a third trapper.
And to be honest, that's the way I think the Hornets are going to get back into this game.
Yep.
They have to attack the guards.
Yes, Mark.
They cannot let them get the ball into the bigs.
Yeah, I love it. You know, if they never see the ball, they can't destroy us in the low post. Even
with the Hornets' incredible leaping ability that they have, they are kind of at a disadvantage in this game. They're just not. They're facing a tall front court, a really tall front court.
But you can beat a tall front court
if you
do it, if you attack the guards, like you have mentioned a couple of times.
All right, Rodriguez will take the ball out in front of his coach and gets it out to Guzman. With Andrew Rooney on him, now gets it to Badmus. Underneath. Well, that's when you got one of the bigs thrown to the other big, that's another problem.
Yep.
So JB gets another basket. That gives him 14 for the contest. 46-32. The Hornets trail. 5:07 left to go.
You may see the Hornets try to front the bigs and force the guards to throw it over the top for a change.
Foley thought about the shot again, tried to do the faux penetration, as they say. Skip pass goes over to Stevens. They're running out of time on the shot clock. He got that one off, but that's going to be, I thought that would be a 30-second violation because it didn't hit rim, but they're letting the play continue. All right, Guzman, again, is going to go
offensive.
In. That's an offensive foul on number 11, Adimade Badmus. You know, and I was singing that to myself, I remember it. That is Badmus' second foul. Chris Hill comes back in for Foley. 46-32. Hornets with 4:35 left in this one, 8 minutes in the next one. They really have got to get something going right now.
Yeah, it's the lead is 14.
A little wipe-up action, and
look at the deny defense on Matty Bowen.
A deny on Matty Bowen.
Yeah, they're trying to keep him from getting it. Now he'll face guard him somewhat See him. See, he's not doesn't even care. Doesn't even see the ball. He's just face guarding Matty Bowen.
Rooney tries to get the shot off, but TJ Guy comes down with it, gets it out. And the ball is loose and it goes out to Lynn English. Here comes Guzman.
That's an offensive foul.
And he will be called for the offensive foul. And that's what I was saying before. They are a little bit undisciplined when they drive.
I missed the foul. Who was it, Guzman?
It was on Guzman.
Yes. That's his second, I think.
Thank God for replay. 2 fouls apiece for Guzman, Badmus, Mason Jean-Baptiste, and J.B. Mukeba.
See, they usually teach you on defense to know where the ball is and stay in front of your man. Well, they're face guarding, which means Matty Bowen's defender doesn't even care where the ball is. He's trying to deny him the ball.
That's going to be a thing. They have to try to find a way to free him up.
Yep.
7 on the shot clock. Sincere Gill will take the drive. Tries to go overhead, but the rebound is by TJ Guy, and it goes. Nice place for TJ Guy to be.
Yes. Hornets hanging tough here. Down 12. Plenty of time to go. Just keep getting stops defensively.
I did not catch who the foul was on. Did they show it? Is it up there again? It might be Guzman. Was he in there?
It's really difficult from up here.
It is.
It really is, folks. We apologize.
And TJ does not get the three-point play, but Sam Stevens almost gets the ball. And it comes out.
Oh, he walked. Oh, a little extra
Rodriguez
step, I thought.
Manages to get that one in.
That was a heck of a take to the basket. I thought he took an extra step, but
he has 12 points in this game now. Rooney. Gill with a quick flash was not there. Bowen will try to scoop it over his head. He's attacked on the way in, but he had no shot. He really didn't.
Now,
here comes Rodriguez again. Goes coast to coast, picks the ball up and goes.
That kid is a heck of a player.
He's having a nice quarter here. That's his 3rd basket of the quarter. And the lead is now 50-34, Lynn English. 2:56 left to go in the 3rd quarter.
See, they're keeping Andrew Rooney out deep to keep Mukeba away from the basket.
And there's just Matty Bowen has no prayer of getting to the basket the way they're covering him.
Yeah, jump ball there. He took it into the big.
Possession arrow goes to Mansfield. Gets it out to Rooney, now to Gill. Guy, Stevens. I've got to try to find a way to get Matty free. Oh, Stevens.
Yeah, they got to send some off-ball screens.
Rooney has to take the long shot. Goes off the rim. Play continues. A rebound by Rodriguez. Watch out for this kid. Must pull up for the 3. Does not get it. Rebound by Stevens. TJ Guy bringing it up. Hornets are kind of dumbfounded a little bit by how these guys are sticking with them every step of the way. But there's a free man, and it's in for Andrew Rooney from Stevens.
Mike takes another timeout.
Rooney gets to the basket quickly, too, because he had a big guy coming at him.
So now you got to think of a game-long strategy here. The Hornets are going to need some possessions. They can't be taking 22, 24 seconds on the shot clock. They're going to need possessions. They're going to need more possessions.
Yep. They are 14 down. 2:03 left to go in this quarter.
Like to, want to see them get it under 10 or under before the 4th.
Well, we saw it in the Attleboro game, though.
Yeah.
They did not panic. They did it one possession at a time, one basket at a time. And strangely enough, a game I covered right after that one for Foxborough Cable Access, the Foxborough girls against Hingham, was almost identical to that situation. Foxborough down 12, and they did it the right way. They didn't panic. They came back, and this was about 2:30 left to go in the 3rd quarter. They came back one basket at a time, and it worked. The Hornets have to be deliberate. They cannot panic. But they're going to have to get some points quickly, too, and they got to go to people they know can get them. If you notice, we haven't seen too many threes since the early going. Chris Hill hit those threes originally early, and Gill had one. but we haven't seen them the ability to shoot that three here
well,
right
Sam's
now.
being covered by one of the bigs,
Yep.
so it's tough to shoot over those kids.
Yep. Well, quick ball movement might be their salvation. We'll see what happens. They are certainly capable of it. JB gives it off to Badmus, and that's going to be stolen. Stevens gets it over to Bowen. Bowen tries to go. He goes into TJ Guy, fronts a guy, gets it back up again, and will be fouled on that.
Nice work.
And I think that's
Guzman,
on.
I thought.
No, I think that's on.
I thought it was 35.
I think it's on him. I think it's on JB. And that would be his third if that's the case.
With headphones on, we can't hear the public address announcer.
TJ Guy hits the first. Even when I took the headphone off, I still couldn't hear him.
Yeah, it's tough to understand them.
Unless they can sell you a beverage or a beer or a hot dog or something, I don't think they care what they say these days. That's the way things go in pro arenas. I'm not complaining, though. I love being here. TJ Guy missed the second, though, and Lynn English controls the rebound.
The lead is 13. Want to stay in that man-to-man.
Guzman will hover around outside, and he makes the little penetration underneath for the dunk for Badmus, and he was all alone. 52-37, 1:17 left to go in the third quarter. Hornets are trailing.
There's the three.
Sam Stevens with the three, no good, bounces out. Rebound was by Rooney, knocked away. The ball up to Guzman. He's going to go in for the lay-in and scores. Boy, these guys can score very quickly, can't they?
Yeah, now you know why they scored 100 points 5 times.
54-37 inside the final minute of the third quarter here.
Do the Hornets have one more run in them?
Rooney is not able,
Wow.
and there's no foul on that. Just going to go off of him, I guess. 41.9 seconds left. 54-37. Hornets are in trouble. That's the only way to put it.
Yep. So many weapons for the Bulldogs.
Well, they are gifted. They have speed. They have size.
That's
Guzman's
NBA
going to go,
three.
and he hits it from outside the NBA circle.
Wow, that was a
And
stunner.
they have somebody smiling down upon them, apparently, if you're going to hit those.
Yeah, that's only their second three of the game.
It is now a 20-point deficit for the Hornets. 19 seconds left to go in the quarter. Shot clock has 14 on it. Guy going to go to the foul line. Dish back to Bowen. Foley. Corner to Rooney, no good. Guy with the rebound goes back up and in with
TJ.
1 second left, and there's the buzzer. TJ Guy with the rebound and the score to close out the quarter, but it is dire straits for your Hornets, folks.
Yeah.
Not insurmountable, but it's not going to be easy.
No, down 18.
57-39 with 8 minutes left to go in regulation time here. Lynn English is in the driver's seat.
So is it at the point where the Hornets are going to start firing up some threes here?
Well,
maybe get a few double screened actions, free up an open shooter, and see if they can shoot themselves back into the game.
I think they have really no choice. They've got to get some. They've got to get points, and that's the best way to do it. I've been very pleased with the ability of getting some of those inside points, but it's obvious they need the outside game as well as the inside, and it's being denied them right now. Hornets were outscored 19-13 in the third quarter.
Yeah,
After being outscored 16-9 in the second.
57 points up till now.
The Hornets have not won a quarter yet in this game.
No.
And they're going to have to win this one big.
70 points really is going to be the cutoff. That's the target number right now. They got to hold them under to 70 or under.
That would be nice. 13-point quarter. The Hornets are going to have to. And I'm wondering if these guys have it in them to take air out of the ball too. Almost a little push there by Guy. They gets it into Badmus, though. Rolls off the rim. JB with the rebound.
TJ affected that shot with some great defense. Ooh.
Guzman will take the pull-up jumper. No good. Plenty of people to rebound, and finally Stevens comes away with it. Here come the Hornets.
Push it
Stevens
and shoot
stops
him up.
He stopped at the circle to get it off. In on the drive to Stevens. No. Rebound by Badmus. Rodriguez. He's not afraid to drive, but he's pulling it back out. He kind of has got the idea. The clock is your friend right now. Rooney trying to slap the ball away. But Rodriguez will dish it back out to Guzman. And he gets the three.
Wow, that kid is a heck of a player. He is getting whatever he wants.
19 points for Guzman right now.
Stevens can't hit the three.
Stevens cannot get that one. The rebound goes to Badmus, and here comes Guzman across the line, and they are slowing it up a little bit. 6:35 left to go. 60-39.
There's a steal.
Steal by TJ Guy. Guy's bringing it up. Keeps the ball low, and is fouled before the shot. Fouled out in the lane.
Is that Guzman with the foul?
I believe it is.
Yes.
That would be his third.
Fourth.
Are they calling it the
I
fourth?
thought I heard the fourth, but
Well, we did miss one earlier that we weren't sure who had it. So if that's the case, that would be a help.
not a factor with 21-point lead.
Well, every little bit helps.
Sure, sure.
I'll be the eternal optimist tonight. The pass into Hill does not go.
Bowens.
And Rodriguez does not get the basket. Hill with the rebound. Here comes Matty Bowen.
Matty with a great defensive play.
Matty gets smacked. I don't know if he lost his footing somehow. And there is a foul being called. And I think it's on. Mason Jean-Baptiste. Let's see.
There's plenty of contact there, so it's got to be something.
Well, the Lynn English bench does not agree with it.
No. I mean, Matty was a little out of control there.
I'm thinking it was Jean-Baptiste. Let's see. We have a replay up on the big board. No, that's Guzman.
Yeah, that's it.
That'd be Guzman, and that's it. If that's his fifth foul, I believe it is.
That's why he's Well, this early in the fourth quarter, Mark, maybe it's a factor, but it's a long way to go.
About three other kids I'd like to see out of the game right now, too, but I don't know if that's going to happen, Tom. Still, like I said, every little bit helps.
That happened fast for Guzman. I thought he had two fouls.
Viscano comes in for him. Hornets are subbing up a little bit now. Jack Colby's in. Sincere Gill is in, so they look like the Hornets are taking a little defensive tack right now.
Right.
Matty Bowen will go to the foul line after all this is said and done. He has only 2 points in the contest. 6:09 left. It's 60-39. Gets the first.
Hey, give Lynn English's defense credit on Matty Bowen. Hasn't got the ball in his hands a lot.
Gets the second.
Hornets extend to the D.
60-41.
Trap that. Trap.
That's Viscano who's going to make the drive. No good. Rebound by JB is good. Mukeba Jean-Baptiste, however he says it. Rebound. However, Matty Bowen gets another one down here. Just can't match baskets right now, and that's what's happening. That was Rodriguez. Hornets come back down quickly. Shot no good. Here comes Lynn English. Rodriguez, easy lay-in.
Okay, it's push and shoot now.
He's had a heck of a night so far, and Mike Vaughn will call timeout on the Hornets sideline.
66-43. The Hornets have run into a buzzsaw here.
Oh, it's Mike Vaughn's 16th year. He has 297 wins. Right now it's looking like he'll have to wait a little longer to get that 300th. But still, you got to like the way this team is built for next year, too. I'm not trying to be defeatist right now, folks, but if you look at that scoreboard and you see 66-43, you're thinking, though, about the guys who are back, and there are quite a few of them. And it's one nice thing about this Hornet program. Late, they don't rebuild, they reload.
Right. And they don't have to reload too much for next year. There's a ton of experience coming back.
Absolutely. I mean, Bowen will come back. He entered this game with 657 career points. Guy had 623. Sam Stevens has had a heck of a year, though. He had 470 points. I actually keep a list of kids who have, like, really great single seasons since 1980. And of all the kids from the schools that my newspaper used to cover, he has about the 30th best since 1980, and it would have a chance to climb a little bit.
Almost 500 points in a season is a hell of a season.
Yep.
What a great senior leader Sam has been.
And
There's a strong take.
Tries to go to the basket, and
TJ
Guy with the rebound.
Hornets stay in that extended pressure. Let's see if they can extend the game a little.
And a whistle. Be a foul, I would assume?
I think there was some shot clock problem.
I think you're right.
Shot clock never moved.
All right.
That actually helped the Hornets, because the Hornets, they were going in for a layup.
They set it at 19 seconds. And
violation.
Stepped on the lane. Stepped on the line there.
Okay, that's the turning point of this game, folks.
Well, wouldn't that be something, though, Tom?
It is.
One of the greatest.
It really would be.
It would be one of the greatest comebacks of all time, and we've seen a few in our lifetimes.
I think that was like the ball going between Buckner's legs.
Sincere Gill outside the NBA three, and he hits it. And
was that another violation?
I think it was just a kind of a warning,
delay a game warning or something.
That might have been.
The lead is 18. Hornets are not done yet, folks. 4:30 to go.
Sincere Gill with 17 points in this contest.
Wow. Bowen looking for the steal.
Rodriguez is just going to walk right in there, but he doesn't get it. Matty Bowen has the rebound.
Push it. Let's go. Fast possessions.
Matty Bowen
there it is.
to Stevens. Stevens going to eschew the three. Goes into the lane. He's been there for a while, but it gets the ball to TJ Guy. Guy with another basket.
TJ with 11 in the second half. Was a trap coming?
It's 66-50. It's down to 16 points. A little sloppy here. Now a steal by Andrew Rooney. He's going to bring the ball up. He is attacked from behind, and yes, indeed, Jean-Baptiste comes away with it. And that is Rodriguez with the basket. He has been deadly in those tiny little area there that he's been shooting from.
He's got 12 in the second half, 20 for the game for Rodriguez. Just quicken that possession. Quicken it up. Need it.
Three-pointer by Rooney, no good. Guy underneath, fights for the rebound, fights. It's loose on the floor. It's picked up by Lynn English. Here they come across the timeline. Rodriguez is dumped off. It's stolen by Gill. Kind of a laissez-faire pass there.
Go to the basket.
Gill behind his back, loses possession briefly, but keeps it in the corner. Sam Stevens gets the three.
The lead is 15.
Well, the Hornets are showing some life. There's 3:06 left to go. 68-53. Still a long way to go, but they're showing some life here.
What they're really
underneath, though, and a dunk by JP.
What the Hornets are really showing here, Marcus.
JB, Jean-Baptiste.
His character.
Unfortunately, when you leave that one open, that just blunts the knife that you were using.
Well, you're trying to trap everything. You're going to leave somebody open. Give them credit. They found the open man. And Lynn English is at that 70-point mark.
Yep.
Unless the Hornets can outscore them 18-0 here.
Yeah, that would be.
That's only 6 threes.
That would be quite the task. They have
sure
2 minutes and 56 seconds in which they could try to do it.
So proud of the character of these kids. They could have packed it in here to start this second half down the way they were, 18 and going into the fourth.
One thing to remember, folks. The Hornets have 12 straight winning seasons. They've had 8 straight with 20 or more wins. And, of course, they do have a state title in their back pocket, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them challenge again. I mean, you get to this level, you are a contender. You have one more year left of the tournament in the current format with sectional finals and so on. After that, it's going to be something entirely different. when we go to the statewide tournament.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens there. And with reconfiguration and realignment, we're going to 5 divisions in basketball, and that will be probably a drop down to Division II for the Hornets just because of enrollment. Maddie Bowen bringing the ball up now. Gets it off. Stevens
again
has hit another 3.
The lead is down to 14. Can the Hornets make one last run? Trap that in the corner. Trap that.
Jean-Baptiste gets it back out.
There's the
Rodriguez.
Trap. There's the steal.
Steal opportunity was there. Luis Rivera in the game for them, and the ball goes to the Hornets again. Chris Hill gives it off to TJ Guy. Guy's going to go straight to the basket. Gets fouled by JB.
JB, that might be 4 or so on him.
If my book is correct, it's 4. JB Makiba. TJ Guy at the foul line.
Short.
Does not get the first.
Here comes the offense-defense by Mike, trying to get his best defensive players in there, and Jack Colby is certainly one of them.
Guy gets the second.
TJ with now 12 in the second half. The lead is 13. There's the trap.
Rodriguez does get it over. 2 seconds to spare.
We've seen this defense before. Don't foul now.
And they do have, and I think that's on Jack Colby, I believe.
This is very reminiscent of the Mansfield-Brockton game, where the much like Brockton making a fierce, comeback. Unfortunately, it's going to be a little too late here.
Mason Jean-Baptiste gives it off to Rodriguez. Back to Jean-Baptiste. Over to Rivera.
Trying to kill the clock.
Back to Rodriguez. Goes in and easily to Mokiba.
Lead is back to 15 with 1:40 to go.
Maddie Bowen gives it off to Stevens. No good. Quick passes up. Rodriguez is going to challenge Stevens, and it goes out of bounds, off Stevens.
Which way did they call that ball?
I believe it is, yes.
Okay.
It will be Lynn English ball.
1:28 to go. 15-point lead for the Bulldogs.
And a foul.
Yeah. We'll see how long Mike wants to extend this game with some foul shots. They're not in the shooting situation yet. Oh, Mansfield's only got 3 fouls.
I did not catch who that was against. They're going to use the whole court basically here. Mason Jean-Baptiste tried to get it up to the floor, but Stevens was in the way. Bowen will stop, take the 3. No good.
Colby rebound.
Colby with the rebound. Guy, he'll go straight to the basket and is blocked by Jean-Baptiste. Stevens is blocked by Rivera, but that's a foul. Louis Rivera is called for the foul, and that will send Sam Stevens to the foul line. 59.2 seconds left to go, quite possibly in the Hornets season.
So let's talk a little bit about these seniors, Mark. Sam Stevens, we talked about an incredible season Sam has had, scoring almost 500 points. I'll tell you, not a lot of Mansfield athletes have scored 500 points in a season.
And I'll say one thing, too. He really came a long way from last year. Became a much better shooter, overall athlete, too. I just think he just really solidly improved, asserted himself as a rebounder as well. Gets that one.
And then, of course, Andrew Rooney, basically the best defender on the team, has always taken the other team's best player and really held him in check for the most part.
Kanye Wavezwa comes in for the Bulldogs. There's a foul on Colby. That's his second, I believe.
And, can't say enough about Andrew, senior, the leadership. And how about Makai Baskin? Came into this season with a heavy heart.
Yep.
with the loss of his brother. He's played an excellent job.
I think he's been a little bit banged up, too.
Yeah,
I know they've been icing him up a lot. Midsection, I think, injury or something to that effect. And there's a foul on, is that Rooney?
Stevens.
Oh, not Stevens, I'm sorry. So with 50.8 seconds left to go, it's 72-58. Lynn English will head on to whatever the MIA and the Commonwealth of Massachusetts determines is going to happen here. I'm not sure what Charlie Baker's plans are for the state tournament, but we'll find out. Rodriguez gets it across.
They're not going to foul. They're just going to
they're just marking him.
Yeah.
Rivera will go in for the little push shot and gets it. And there's 5 points for him. 28 seconds left to go in the season for the Hornets. Stevens misses a rebound by whatever his name is. Sorry, folks.
Kanye Wevezma.
Yes, it was.
Wevezwa.
And I think there was a timeout called to substitute. That's exactly what Antonio Anderson is going to do. He is going to bring 4 players in, emptying the bench. They know victory is theirs.
There's Rooney and gives a great hand for Andrew Rooney.
Rooney is coming out for the Hornets, gets a big hug from Mike Vaughn. What a workhorse he's been on defense this year.
And now Sam is coming out.
Sam Stevens will come out for Chris Hill.
Great career for a great kid.
Another great job done this year. But these Hornets will be back. I'm pretty sure of that.
There's Bowen
Matty
with the
Bowen
steal.
Goes to the basket, does not get it. 7 seconds. 6.
No more fouling.
4. This one is practically in the books. And it is. Lynn English defeats the Mansfield Hornets, ends their season with a 74-58 victory. Lynn English improves to 24-2. Mansfield finishes this season at 23-4. Tom, we saw the athleticism of Lynn English really come to play here, and they did some smart things too.
Yeah.
When their guards were hitting the shots, they were able to pull the defense out to them. Left some of the bigs open every now and then. The bigs converted when they got the ball, and the Hornets really couldn't. They couldn't choose their poison, I guess.
Yeah, just a little too much talent for the Hornets. A little too much size, a little too much speed. And, the guards, Guzman really impressed me. Rodriguez really impressed me.
Rodriguez was the one who impressed me the most. I thought Guzman a couple of times, kind of styled a little bit, not to denigrate or anything like that, but I think the kid who was really under control and really had a sense of purpose out there was Jack Rodriguez. I mean, I really was impressed by his play.
Especially in the second half. He finished with 20. Guzman with 19.
And
20 for Mokiba.
And, one thing we mentioned early, we thought that, there was going to be a lot of scoring by the bigs.
Yeah.
But to be honest, the premise was try to keep the guards, disrupt them. They were not able to be disrupted. How many times did Rodriguez just drive straight to the basket?
Yeah, well, the Hornets were trying to trap at a certain point, and, you're giving something up when you do that. And, the better team won this game, Mike.
Absolutely.
No question about it.
We have seen a very good team all year. We got to see one more game this year than we did last year.
Yeah.
So if we keep that up, next year we'll be out in Worcester, I hope.
We hope.
We hope. I have enjoyed doing this, and I want to thank some people before we go off the air. First of all, I want to thank Joe Russo, the Mansfield High School Athletic Director. He is retiring, and he has always been of great help to us. I want to thank Mike Vaughn and all the Hornets. I can't ask, either as a journalist or as a broadcaster, I can't ask for more help and more support.
So accommodating to us, really.
Absolutely. And certainly all the folks here at Mansfield Cable Access for giving this big mouth a chance to have some fun. You, Tommy, it's been a joy working with you.
Pleasure. Likewise, Mark.
Maureen has really soldiered on all this season. She's done a great job for us on the camera. Also the help of my friend Alex Salaki and with Kathy Hill doing a couple of games here and there. And also your daughter, I can't forget her, Katie Shanahan.
Yep.
She's worked, put in her share. So for all of you in Mansfield who have watched these, I certainly hope you've enjoyed them, and we will do our best to make sure we can come back and do them again next year.
I second that, Mark. Thank you so much to all.
So one more time, the season is over. Lynn English wins this game 74-58 over the Mansfield Hornets. We will be back next season. Thank you so much. This is Mark Farinola for Tom Feria and Maureen O'Neill on the camera. Thanks for joining us. Good night, everyone.